Ah, Tumblr, a website that has given us so many iconic posts and memes, and simultaneously given us so many regrets of the actions of our 13-year-old selves. Although Tumblr is no longer the cesspool of scary fandom tweens that it once was, it still has left a permanent mark on the internet culture to this day. What we're going to be talking about today is one of the most iconic products of the website, the Tumblr Sexyman. Some of you probably already know what it is, but for those who don't, I'll give a quick explanation. The Tumblr Sexyman is a character, usually male, that became widely popular across Tumblr, usually to the point that the character itself has a fandom outside of the source material. Some classic examples would be the Onceler, Sans the Skeleton, Tony the Clock, Slenderman, and many more. There is a wiki called the Sexypedia that lists pretty much every single Tumblr Sexyman in existence, from the most well-known to the most obscure. If anyone's curious about who else is on the list, I would definitely recommend going to take a look at it later, because some of them are kind of funny. So why am I talking about this? Well, when looking upon all the different Tumblr Sexymen of past, I had a realization. Most of these characters have very similar defining traits, although obviously they all have things that made them unique still. So this got me thinking, what if someone combined every common trait between Tumblr Sexymen to make an entirely new character? A character whose pure sexiness could quite possibly cause an apocalypse on the internet. So today, we are going to do exactly that. So first, let's think about personality. This is one of the most important aspects of a Tumblr Sexyman. There are a few things that I noticed that this ultimate character, I think, should have. Number one, a smug, cocky, and/or smooth demeanor. Most sexy men need to have some level of confidence to really make people say, "Step on me." Following that, some level of power, whether it be social or like just literal magic powers. There needs to be like a base for that confidence. And lastly, number three, villain. Now, sexy men don't usually need to be evil necessarily, but I did notice that when they are, their simp potential just it rises exponentially. So we've got our personality, a powerful, cocky villain. Next, let's figure out those physical traits. It's pretty easy to see the affinity Tumblr has for the spindly, tall, Twinkie stature. Even the non-human ones get humanized into that exact same body type. So let's use that as our jumping off point. They'll probably need some like messy, long-ish hair for that skater e-boy vibe. The eyes will be red, obviously, because what else could possibly scream evil? I also thought some good additions would be some non-human features like fangs or horns or something, because almost no sexy men, believe it or not, are entirely human, and some are literal shapes, but we will not talk about that right now. Next, let's look at style, clothing. One of the most memed aspects of the Tumblr Sexyman is the suit plus top hat wombo combo. Clearly, it's important to have a certain level of elegance as well as maybe some academic vibes. So I'm obviously giving our sexy man a suit. That was pretty much a given. However, I think I'm gonna skip on the hat because, in my opinion, the hat fans sort of died out a while ago, and I also just don't like drawing hats. So now, our perfect Tumblr Sexyman is almost complete. We just need to add a couple more things to add some pizzazz, some spice to the character. So for powers, I decided to give them a few different things. Number one, I decided on shapeshifting. In terms of special powers, I felt like it had incredibly high potential for angst, devious plots, overall sexy villainy. I considered something like Possession also, but I felt like that leaned a little too far towards the Bill Cipher area. Number 2, Puppet Master. A very popular trait I noticed was having some kind of level of pulling the strings behind the scenes, or like being part of this overarching plot that's sort of low-key fourth wall breaking. So I was like, definitely gonna add that in. Other than that, I also decided to make him British because Tumblr and the obsession with British accents. I also decided to give him some kind of like, you know, edgy backstory, like, oh, his family abandoned him, oh, so emo. And I also decided to go with dark colors, mostly red and black for the color scheme, just add to the vibes. And that's pretty much it. Now that we have gone over all of our traits for the ultimate sexy man, it is time for the grand reveal of our final character. Drum roll, please. I don't know how long. Ta-da! So, for the character, I decided to stick with the theme of stage play. Not for any particular reason, just because I thought it would be a fun aesthetic. On his face, there's the comedy drama mask, and you can also see the suit, horns, and, you know, just generally the stuff we talked about before. I named him Dante, inspired by Dante's Inferno, with the nickname of the Stage Master, because you gotta have a cool title. I imagine he's some sort of malevolent spirit who makes people unknowingly be actors in his little plays. And I thought that would work really well with the whole shape-shifting thing. So, there you have it. I have no idea if I reached the full potential of the Tumblr Sexyman. Feel free to comment below whether you think I've captured the essence, or if there's something else that you wanted to see or something you need missing. I don't know. I guess it just depends what people think. So, thanks so much for sticking with me, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.